One of the most common search terms in Shiba Inu is, can Shiba Inu reach 1 cent? Now, if you've been watching my channel ever since the beginning, you'll know that I've never brought up the 1 cent debate. Now, even though I have the tools which can quite accurately simulate this, I've stayed away from this topic because at the time I didn't believe the market was ready to see exactly how this is possible. But that changes today. In the light of Shiba Inu's recent surge to the top 20 and its social dominance, I believe it's a good environment for this. Now, many people claim that it's possible, but no one ever really explains exactly what catalysts and market conditions are necessary for this to happen. Now, today I'm going to show you exactly how Shiba Inu can reach 1 cent or 1 penny. That said, not everyone is going to like this video because it's going to need 2 tablespoons of reality and a pinch of patience. All right, welcome back to SHIB Planet, everyone. This is Ace. Okay, let's have a quick look at the markets for today. So at the moment, Shiba Inu is trading at a price of about 4 zeros and 2857 units, and at a market cap of 11 billion, putting it at number 20 out of all cryptocurrencies on the planet. This is a fantastic result, guys. Shiba Inu has grown by over 200% just in the past week alone, and it continues to show signs of strength. Now, over here on the 7-day chart, it shows us a beautiful story. Over the past 7 days, Shiba Inu has rallied close to its all-time high, and it reached a price of roughly 34,000 units with 4 zeros and a market cap of roughly 13 billion. If I switch to the market cap view, I think it'll get there. Yeah, 13.7 billion. That's ridiculously close to our all-time high. Now, the even better news, if you want to look at that perspective, is that we finally got a correction just before the all-time high. Now, this is good because it was an opportunity to test exactly how confident the market was in SHIB's potential. And as you can see, SHIB found a solid bottom after that drop at around about the 22,000 unit mark. And then soon after that, SHIB started showing signs of strength again. And to me, this just shows that the market isn't quite done with SHIB yet. Anyway, all right, it's simulation time. But before we continue, it's important to know I'm not a financial advisor, and this video is not financial advice. On this channel, I provide information and macro analysis for the Shiba Inu community, so treat all my videos as information and entertainment purposes only. All right. In order for me to explain how Shiba Inu can reach 1 penny, I'll have to lay a foundation. In order to see how SHIB can get to 1 cent, we need to set the right global market condition. For this to work, you'll need to change your perspective. If you're familiar with my channel, then you'll know that I like to see things from a macro analysis perspective. Now, macro analysis, what it basically means is it's looking at the whole market instead of any particular single asset. Because cryptocurrencies, they have a direct and indirect relationships with each other. That's why when Bitcoin moves, so too do other cryptos. So as usual today, I'm going to use Bitcoin as the basis to see what the crypto market is going to look like in the future. Now, we already know that market analysts are saying that Bitcoin is going to reach 100K or so by the end of the year. That's great and all, but this is not going to be quite enough to take Shiba Inu to 1 cent. We would need another respected analyst and investor to give us insight. So, well, many of you guys might know Cathie Wood. Cathie Wood is a strong advocate for Bitcoin, reaching the price of 500,000 by the end of 2025. And she never backs down from her perspective. And here are a couple of recent articles which continue to reiterate this. This one is from less than a month ago, where she continues to predict 500,000. And here's another one here where she doubles down on her 500,000 Bitcoin price prediction. That's all good. So let's go into our calculators and let's simulate that into our calculators. So what I'm pretty much going to do is I've adjusted the circulating price. This is pretty much the price of Bitcoin at the moment. All I'm going to do is I'm going to set that Cathie Wood's price, and I'm just going to adjust the market. Just give me a second. I will add about 8 trillion to the market cap. Okay, cool. So at as you can see, at this price of about 500K, actually what I'll need to do, I keep forgetting, is I'll need to I need to find the circulating supply in exactly 5 years, which is going to be October. So I'm going to go to October 2026, which is there. So it looks like I'll need to adjust my market cap again, just so I can be accurate for you guys. And there we go. Cool. So as you can see, the price of Bitcoin is now set at 500,000 and the year is 2026. I've also adjusted the market cap, the circulating supply, so you can see exactly how much Bitcoin will be in circulation in that month. All right, so this means that Bitcoin is going to have a market cap of roughly 10 trillion, and if it continues, if it keeps its ratio in relation to other cryptocurrencies in the global market, the global crypto market in 2025 or 2026 is going to be roughly 20 trillion dollars. Now, you see, this is what the scene is going to look like 5 years from now, according to Kathy Woods. Now, if we come back to what happened this year, do you guys remember that shortly after Bitcoin reached its all-time high of around 65K, uh, that put a lot of confidence into the market and into other cryptocurrencies, and they also hit their other cryptos pretty much hit their all-time highs, including Shiba Inu. Well, at that time, Dogecoin also hit its all-time high, Dogecoin reached a market cap of 90 billion. Now, if we compare Dogecoin's market cap of 90 billion to to Bitcoin's at that time, that's a ratio of about 9%. It's a ratio of about 9%, and that means that at that time, Doge managed to reflect about 9% of Bitcoin's value at that point, especially during its at its all-time high. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply this ratio to Shiba Inu. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know exactly why I'm gonna be doing that. Now, we all love Dogecoin, and we all probably hold a little Dogecoin or a lot. Right now, Shiba Inu has skyrocketed in value, and it's headed closer to Dogecoin's current market cap. Now, at one point in time, what this says is that 90 that people put $90 billion worth of confidence at one point into Dogecoin. But this time around, if we do a pound for pound comparison, or if those same people did a pound for pound comparison, it would reveal that Shiba Inu is actually a vastly different beast, and it's been building tremendous utility in the background. So let's compare these tokens just at face value. Um, Dogecoin is an inflationary token, coin, which means that pretty much every month hundreds of thousands of coins are added into circulation, and in order to keep its value, people have to keep buying and trading Doge. Shiba Inu, on the other hand, is deflationary, and that means that there's no more SHIB tokens being created, and there never will be. In fact, SHIB is actually what I would call hyperdeflationary, because and meaning and that means because of there are burn mechanisms which are being introduced, there will actually be less and less SHIB available every year, and this is going to make it a great hedge against inflation. Now, Shiba Inu, it continues to build very relevant utility within its ecosystem, including, as I've mentioned before, a decentralized exchange in ShibaSwap, which holds at present about 250 million in TVL, and that TVL peaked once at 2 billion. Shiba Inu has a trifecta of tokens, not just one token, but three tokens in SHIB, Leash, and Bone, and this gives the opportunity. It gives holders opportunity to have three assets which go up at the same time. If you saw my portfolio video recently, you saw how because SHIB is pumping, all my entire portfolio has jumped up probably six or sevenfold by now. Also, there's NFT collectibles, and these are definitely going to explode in value. And you can know that as time goes on, and Shiba Inu will continue to introduce items like this. There's also ShibaNet, which is a platform which allows artists to showcase their works on their blockchain, and of course Shibarium, which is a world-class layer 2 blockchain. Anyway, I believe if these two, being Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, if they were to suddenly appear on the market out of nowhere today, Shiba Inu would come out on top. Now, so if SHIB maintains, if I just head back to this graphic here, if SHIB can also maintain a 9% peg to Bitcoin, that would mean that by 2025, um, that by 2025, SHIB would have a market cap of roughly 900 billion. Okay, let's factor this into our calculator. I'm just going to jump into SHIB. This is the price as of today. So I'll just put in here at any point, I'll just put 900 billion. Okay, cool. So that's what you so that's the market cap at the moment, 900 billion. And that's a huge number. And it'll actually require a lot of mass adoption in order to come even close to this in 5 years. But as you can see, at this market cap, the price of SHIB is not quite at 1 cent. It's doing well, but it's not quite at 1 cent. We would be doing well, but this is still quite far from the target. But what I haven't considered yet is reducing the circulating supply. I know everyone always talks about this. So let's burn these tokens. Let's see what it'll take to get to there. So I'm just going to try. I'm just going to click on the burn mechanism here. Let's try, since it'll be after 5 years, let us try 30%. Okay, that doesn't seem to do the trick. Let's try, how about 50%? That's better, but still not so. So I'm just going to keep pumping. Let's see how far this will take us. Let's take us to, I'll be very generous. I'm going to take us to, okay, cool. So we're almost there. We are at 75.5%. Let's see what does 76 do. We're actually very close. Okay, cool. So it's probably a little under 80%. I'll probably say maybe 70, 79. Yeah, maybe even 78. I'm just trying to get the minimum. Yeah, I think we're close enough. Yeah, I'll leave it around there. So it's around about 70, 77% of its circulating supply will need to be reduced in order in 5 years in order to reach 1 cent. So of course, this is not the only way of reaching a cent. There are actually many different combinations which you can try, especially if you guys have copies of the calculator which I'm using, which I've left links in the description below. But anyway, let's talk about the factors which can make this goal a reality. Basically, Shiba Inu, in my view, in order for this to become a reality, Shiba Inu would have to become a well-adopted medium of exchange. Actually, what many people don't know is that's actually the ultimate goal, the ultimate vision of Shiba Inu. Beyond ShibaSwap, beyond Shibarium, Ryoshi's vision was that SHIB would be used as a fully decentralized currency. If you search the term hashtag pay with SHIB, especially on Twitter, you're going to find a myriad of businesses who are already accepting SHIB as payment. Also, SHIB is now integrated with Now Payments. Yeah, it's integrated with Now Payments, and that makes it a lot easier for traditional brick and mortar businesses and shops to offer SHIB as payment. One of the things people used to complain about was that Shiba Inu has no use case. But what better use case is there than actually being used as currency? So this is already happening, and if you've been monitoring social media, you see quite a bit of this. And there's also at least 50 new businesses in Venezuela who are trading exclusively in SHIB. Anyway, I think if you read some of the old messages from Ryoshi, he actually talks about this being the ultimate usage for Shiba Inu. Anyway, decentralized. For the world to adopt a cryptocurrency and for it to it needs it needs to be, globally accepted, and there shouldn't be any single person or nation or factor which can destabilize it. Now, SHIB is a fully decentralized token. There are no allocations. There were no allocations to anyone in the beginning, and no one holds such a significant portion that it could destabilize the currency if they hold it. And SHIB is deflationary, and being deflationary, as I mentioned before, it means that there's not going to be ever any more tokens created. And in fact, they're going to be reduced through burning. And speaking of burning, Here's a list of all the burn mechanisms which are currently being featured within Shiba Inu. Now, according to Satoshi, there's actually going to be many more which are coming, especially next year. I think I've shown this before. Satoshi says people are going to get burns. I think next year will be the year of burns, and people will see why this is a good strategy and a time consuming one. So there's definitely a lot more burns coming up, especially if we want to reach that target after some time. Okay, at the moment there's a listing burn for which means for each listing of woofable pairs in ShibaSwap, by the end of 2025, there's likely going to be thousands of pairs um, uh, which are listed in ShibaSwap, especially as crypto adoption and DeFi increases. There's just going to be much more of that. And there's also NFT utility burns. There's going to be continued NFT utility burns like with the Shiboshis. Actually, Satoshi mentioned on Discord that he's investigating a way to burn twice as much SHIB for changing each NFT attribute. Now, this part here is unconfirmed yet, but there's likely going to be burns associated with Shibanet and maybe even Shibarium. And the big one of all is actually there's um, you know, burning all Shiba Inu ecosystem tokens via now payments. Now, that's the payment provider, and that means that businesses, they can transact in SHIB, and a certain percentage gets burnt. Now, this is huge, guys, because commerce and particularly e-commerce and crypto payment adoption, they are growing at a very rapid rate, and in about 5 years. Um, it might get to a stage where people are paying for big ticket items like property in SHIB, especially as SHIB as a currency continues to stabilize due to its deflationary nature. And the bigger the transactions, the bigger the burns. So this is one of the ways we can continue to um, reduce this circulating supply, in my view. Also, after some time, there's probably going to be community well, and since SHIB is a community token where people can vote, there's likely going to be newer and more robust burning mechanisms which are going to be implemented over time. And ultimately, all anyone who holds SHIB, they actually incentivize to push for SHIB to be used as currency. And if places like Amazon begin to accept SHIB as payments, which have burns associated with them, then that is going to be absolutely huge. Anyway, but let's end this video before we start venturing further into speculation territory. Shiba Inu is actually a lot more than it appears to be. The key to reaching its 1 cent target will be it's going to require continued global adoption of crypto and less reliance on fiat. And we're already seeing that signs of that. And Shiba Inu, in my view, it's perfectly positioned to fill in that gap. So that goal might come a lot sooner than we're expecting. Now, if you found this video useful, please give it a like and or a thumbs up, as this really helps it reach a bigger audience. And consider sharing it on your social media channels too, because I know this is a hot topic and not everyone ever really explains it enough. So I've just said one of the ways. There are many ways to do it, but this is one of the ways. If you're interested in running your own 1 cent simulations, I'll leave links to the file which I use in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. This is Ace. Peace.